Hi there. How's everybody doing? It is Memorial Day, May 26, 2025. As I'm recording this, I know some of you had long weekends with the family planned because you're off work, right? I hope you're having a safe and an enjoyable Memorial Day weekend. If you're celebrating being with family and friends, Memorial Day is not something we celebrate. It's a meaning. Don't say Happy Memorial Day. It's like have a meaningful Memorial Day. It's celebrating those that have lost their lives, died serving in our military here in the United States. As a child, I always knew it as just the beginning of summer, right? And a lot of people still do. But the meaning of it is, we're remembering and memorializing those that have died for my freedoms. Those in the military here in the United States. All right, enough of that. So, let's just check out and see what's the energy, what's going on, what's the situation. What's the situation? Collective. Okay. The Spirit says the Queen of Cups. Be in your heart space before making any decision. Don't be over emotional. Will emotions be balanced and stable in a situation? You're having some big ass feelings about something. Look how big her cup is, but it's also covered, right? And that is symbolic from, I don't know which religion, but Judeo-Christian, right? It's not a scepter, it's not a cup, it's something, but it's covered. You're having some big emotions about something, and you're kind of having to contain them. Right? Yeah. She's looking right down at that cup like I'm looking at the card when I'm divination with the card. She's sitting on her chair. She's on land, but water all around her, and that's spirit to me. Yeah, you just, the situation around you is you focusing on your emotions, right? Let's get into this. It's about you being in your heart space. Okay, what's the challenge? Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. Lovers is the challenge. What decisions do you need to make about love and relationships? Love, harmony, relationships, choices, partnerships, unions. Are you having to rethink seriously maybe some of the beliefs that you have carried along with you? And let me give you an example. for most of my adult life, I said I was not getting married, and so I didn't, right? And then, lo and behold, it wasn't because I didn't want to, it was other reasons. And I've come to the conclusion, and I've admitted and that I do want to get married, and it's not so terrible to admit that. Even later in life, I thought, oh, I had missed out, so I'm not going to say anything or desire that, or time had passed me by, right? No, you can still have those things. You think, maybe you think all these things that you desire, you have put a cap on, and you are too afraid to open that up and look inside because you're too afraid you will desire it too much. Let me tell you, if you aren't meant to have it, you aren't meant to dream it, right? We can't help what we want and desire. What our interests are, who puts that in our heads? For the most part, our interests are just there, right? I can't. Some of us are, from parental figures or siblings, but our interests that come from no other, right? Where does that come from? The interest when we were a child, but now you're too afraid to look at your interests. You think that they're too big to want. They're not. It's not too late to want to love her. It may be a challenge, but it's not too late. What decisions do you need to make about love and relationships? Do you need to redefine how you have defined that for yourself? Probably. Right? Yes. What, in your immediate past is affecting this? Bottom card. You have all it takes to fulfill all your needs and wishes. Will a wish or desire be fulfilled? Yeah, that's in your immediate past. That's spirit backing you up too. Look, you have all it you have all it takes to fulfill all your needs and desires, and you're supported. What do you really need to focus on instead? What do you need to focus on instead? What should you focus on instead? 5 of Swords. You may win the battle, but at what cost? What actions are you taking that may be causing harm to yourself or others? Even if they appear successful in the moment, it's about conflict or winning at all costs, betrayal, manipulation. So you need to focus on, is there any place that is there anything that you're doing that's causing harm to yourself or others? Only you know that. Entertainment purpose. It's only 18 years up. You know, and also make sure that you aren't being betrayed or manipulated too. What are your strengths? What are your strengths, collective? Spirit, what's collective strength? Spirit. What's collective strength? Celebrate the love within every relationship and friendship. Will a social gathering or event be enjoyable? Look, celebrate. Again, we celebrate. Celebration is a resistance right now. Don't forget, no King's Day on June 14th. Celebrate the love within every relationship and friendship. It may look different, but don't forget to celebrate them all, right? Celebrate all your friendships and relationships. Don't forget. You know, like I have friends that I have known for 50 years that I don't see physically and haven't seen physically in decades, but I speak to, look at Spirit talking, I mean, agreeing with me talking, that I haven't seen really in decades, but one in particular that I speak to several times a week, and one of my best friends, dearest relationships, friendships. I treasure that friendship, and yet I don't see her in person, but she's one of the most important friendships in my life. So they look differently, right, than they used to, and the two women that were my mothers here in the physical in the past couple of years have passed. Not my real mother, but the mothers to me. And so, you know, I haven't had the physical mothering, and I don't have that from my mother anyway. But, so it's nice to have those friendships of the feminine kind, right? And even if you don't see them in person, it's just nice. It's nice to be able to share that kind of friendship and intimacy, even if it is on the phone or over the internet. All right. What is going to happen in the near future? What's going to happen in the near future? Collective. What's going to happen for the collective in the near future? Wheel of Fortune. For everything, there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. What goes around comes around. How can you adapt to changing circumstances? It's about cycles, changes, fate, destiny, divine timing. This is your near future. This is like this is fate, destiny. Look, divine timing. Like this is your near future. I'm getting choked up is what's making me stop talking. Because I'm overwhelmed with happiness for you, for many of you. Your fate, your destiny is in the near future. This is divine timing straight from spirit. What's the advice? What's the advice? Spirit? Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes. Ooh, hold on. I got to remember to put some Kleenexes over here. I get emotional. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Is it time to consider new possibilities, introspection, contemplation? Hey, look, stay in gratitude. There's something that Spirit is trying to hand you that you don't see coming because you're not in gratitude, right? You're focusing on small, meaningful actions today, right? We can't lay in bed and say, I'm not happy, I'm not happy, I'm not happy, right? Make me happy. That's not how things work. Literally writing down things that you're grateful for. The air that I breathe, the food that I eat, the roof over my head, whatever it is that you're grateful for, right? Write down 10 things that literally changes the chemistry of your brain. And if you're grateful for that, it's easier to see the blessing. If you're grateful for what you have now, you can see the blessings that are being bestowed upon you. And I don't talk like that, being bestowed upon you, that are being given to you, right? But that's a message. That's your advice. So whoever speaks like that, they are being bestowed upon you. One of your spirit guides does. Or mine. I found out one of mine's names is Cecil. All right. Environment. What in your immediate environment is affecting this? What in your immediate environment is affecting this? A star card. Hope is the light that guides us through the darkness. Alchemizing, right? Inspiration, serenity, faith. What inspires hope in you, even in difficult times? What does? What inspires hope in you? Are you really alchemizing? It may have taken you a really long time till you felt like you were... Sorry about that interruption. But what inspires hope in you, even in difficult times? It may have taken you a long time to get to a place where you know that hope will always get you through the darkness, right? And that you can alchemize anything. 9, what are your hopes and fears? What's the collective's hopes and fears? The world is yours. It's the 2 of Wands. The world is yours to conquer. But first, you must decide which path to take. How can you make a decision that aligns with your long-term goals? It's about planning, decision-making, partnerships, progress. You know, you have planted your feet firmly where you are. You have laid some foundation, and now you are, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. And now, as you hold that world in your hands, you're ready to go out and explore. Like, you even have one of those wands, thank you, Spirit, to lean on as you go. Woo! I'm knocking all kinds of things over. Potential outcome. Potential outcome. Yes, that's so. You must balance out work and the life. How can I balance between my work and personal life? Adaptability, balance, flexibility, juggling priorities, and multitasking. Hey, you know what? It may be tight and you may feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul and juggling your money, but you're doing it and you're doing it well. You really are. And if it's not pentacles, if it's not money, if it's your home life, you feel like you're juggling, whatever it is that you feel like you're juggling, you really are handling it. The balance between work and home, that can be really difficult. I don't know if you do picking up on, like, especially in the medical field where you do 12-hour shifts, right? A lot of times in hospitals, they'll do 7A to 7P or 7P to 7A, right? So those days or nights that you're working, you don't see your family a lot, and then the days that you're not working, it seems like you're catching up on sleep or running errands. So that can be difficult. But look, you're doing it and you're doing it well. You're doing what needs to be done to take care of your personal and professional life. You look good doing it. I hope you found messages here. Have a blessed day. This is Stevie's Tarot. Please subscribe, like, and share. Leave a kind comment.